Guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your very first time here, this is the Diary of Unothando, and if you are returning Sabi, welcome back, honeys. So guys, wow, it has been a minute since I've picked up the camera and I've actually filmed, but I am back, guys, and today I'm going to be telling you guys a story about my office romance of how I had an affair with my manager. So guys, this story came highly requested, and before I hop into the story, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. If you have not, I don't know what you guys are doing. Angazi ukuthi wenzani ngempela if you haven't subscribed. But I also have a Facebook page and a group called the Diary of Unothando. So if you guys love reading short stories, feel free to check that out as well. Okay guys, so let's hop right into this story. Okay guys, so I'm having some water. I'm actually detoxing because I've been drinking the whole weekend. Okay guys, so this story goes back a few years ago. Yo guys, this year in Goa, I was going through a lot. So guys, this is going to be part one because I don't want my stories and my videos to be too long. So this is going to be part one. I'm going to finish off the story in part two. So I was going through a lot this year, and I was in a long-term relationship with a guy who was just putting me through the most, and we were engaged. So I decided, Uguti, you know what? I'm done saying right with this relationship, and I'm going to leave him and going to look for a job and move out and find my own place. So I had this friend, Uchomi. So I had this friend that I had met at a previous job, and we had worked together. So Mina and Uchomi, we were really good friends. We were talking, meeting up on, lunch dates, having a ball. And we spoke no Uchomi, and she was basically looking for a roommate. So apparently she was sharing a flat with one of her roommates, and roommate decided ukuthi izomshiya, she's going to move out and look for another place. So her roommate dropped her last minute, and she was basically looking for someone to share a flat with because she couldn't afford to pay the rent by herself. And here I was looking to leave this relationship that I was in because right, guys, I mean, like, yo, that guy put me through the most. I think I did a story time about him in my second video. Yes, I'm gonna look for that story, but I'm gonna link it somewhere on the screen if I find it. But yeah, so I left Dubai, I packed my bags and ngahamba, guys, and he never heard from me again. So I left and I moved in with Uchomi because she was also looking for rooms and I was also looking for a place, and I couldn't afford to, like, rent out a whole flat myself. So ngimshike, guys, and we meet up with Uchomi and we move in together. Okay, so now I was left with the struggle. Okay, now I need a job to support myself because I need to pay, for my half of the rent and buy food as well. So me and Uchomi, we saw this ad. This other company, they were looking for people. So we decided which we're going to apply. Okay, and we applied, Uchomi, and surprisingly, they both, they contacted both of us like at the same time, and they called us for an interview. So now me and Uchomi are excited. We're gonna go for an interview, and our interview is at the same time. So we prepare and we get ready. And then we go for the interview, and then they tell us ukuthi they are going to get back to us like in a few days. So then we wait Uchomi for a few days, and by the grace of God, guys, angazi kwenzakalani, but they got back to us. Like they emailed us first, and then they called us and they told us ukuthi we had passed the interview and they wanted us to start training that Monday because they called us, it was a Thursday. So we were so excited, Uchomi, like, yeah, things were coming together, and Nami, I was going to start a new job, and Ugel was finally getting her shit together. So Monday comes, we go for training with Uchomi, and we settle in. We love the place. We were told about the job. We're starting training now. We're training actually for the job. So nje kumnandi, guys. It's a vibe, and izinto ziyahlangana. Things are coming together. Okay, so apparently at this job of ours, they had Wi-Fi. So when we were sitting at the canteen with Uchomi, we realized there's Wi-Fi in the building. So Wi-Fi, it needed a password so we could actually connect. And we didn't know the password. We tried asking people that were around now, but they didn't know the password. So now we were stuck with into yokuthi we need a Wi-Fi password Nochomi so we can connect, and none of these people know a Wi-Fi password. So we're sitting a canteen Nochomi, having lunch, just chilling, just minding our own business. And then so apparently, like, in order for you to come inside the building, you have to enter reception first and pass through the canteen to go down the hall where there are offices in the other end of the building. So there's only like one entrance and there's one exit. So you have to come in through reception and come through the canteen where Mina Nochomi were sitting, and then go down the corridor, the hallway. So Mina Nochomi, we are sitting in the canteen and we're having lunch, and then in walks this fine guy. Yo. Hi guys, I need water for this because wow, that guy was fucking hot. Hey bro. Okay, in walks this handsome fine dude. So the minute my eyes looked up ngambona, and I was like, okay, so he's basically my type. He's the type of stew that I eat, and he walks in reception, coming through the canteen to walk past us. And then Uchomi, we both realize, we both see him, and we're like, okay, this guy, okay, who's this fine guy? So then Uchomi Ankwebe, and she's like, oh, Uchomi, look at that guy. Who is he? Who is he? And when I look at him, Nami, I'm like, oh, okay, it's about to go down. Who is he? So while we're busy asking each other, it's okay, who's this fine guy, wada wada wada, and I'm like, oh, okay, he's definitely my type. He is definitely my type. And Uchomi is like, okay, well, he's not my type, but he's fine. Okay, so Uchomi suggests Uti, okay, since I'm saying Uti he's my type, why don't I go and ask him a Wi-Fi password? Because now we're busy asking ourselves, okay, who's this guy? And I'm like, I'd love to get to know him. And then Uchomi is like, well, now's a good time for you to get to know him, because you can just go and find out a Wi-Fi password. So I'm like, Uchomi, that's a good idea. So then he walks past us and he greets us, and then he's like, ladies, and then he walks past us and we're like, hi. So then as he walks past us going into the corridor, into the hallway, I stand up and I go after him. So then he's walking in the front and I'm walking behind him, and so I walk up to him and I stop him and I'm like, sorry, hi, how are you? And he's like, I'm good, how are you? Guys, that moment when you see a fine guy and this guy is your type, and the minute you talk to him, you can feel like chemistry that you can feel that tension, you can feel the spark, you can feel something, there's something in there. We would say what it is, Nami, I couldn't make it out at that moment, but I could feel something, you know, I could feel the spark and I could see the way he was looking at me ukuthi naye mos uchazekile, okay? So then I speak to him like, hi, how are you? I'm sorry to worry you. I just wanted to find out if you knew the password to the Wi-Fi because we're trying to connect and asiyazi. And then he's like, well, I didn't know the Wi-Fi password until they changed it because a lot of people were abusing Wi-Fi. But tell you what, why don't you go at reception and you ask one of the chicks there. So at reception, apparently there were two chicks that were working there. There was a fair chick and a dark chick, you know. So then he's like, no, don't ask this chick. Don't ask the fair one because une attitude, you know. Go up there in reception and ask the dark chick because she's a bit cool, yabo, and she might give you. And nangempela vele, at reception there were two chicks and the other one, she just had, you know, the attitude nje. She was very tense, you know. She was very, angazi noma wayengatholi yini, but nje wawungathi nje she's sexually frustrated. But anyways, lo omunye ke, the dark one, yena waye right. So then I'm like, okay, thank you, it's fine, I'll go and ask a reception. And guys, like, you know, when you look into someone's eyes and you just can see, this is love. I don't know if it was love at first sight or if it was lust at first sight, but there was definitely something there, guys. There was definitely something there. Anyways, as I turn around to go a reception now to ask for the Wi-Fi password, he stops me on my way and he's like, good luck. And then I turn around and I'm like, oh, well, thank you. I'm definitely gonna need it, you know. And then I turn around and we part ways. So I try not go a reception, and unfortunately the fair chick was there, the one with attitude, and she said that she didn't know the Wi-Fi password, blah blah blah. She just usisi nje wayenenkinga nje lo yasisi, angazi noma wayengatholi yini, but nje wayenenkinga yena. But anyway, I'm like, stuff you. And then I go back at canteen and I join with Chomi, and then we start, gagging over, this fine guy that just walked past, and we're like, Chomi, who is this guy? Like, who is this guy? And he's even dressed, all prim and proper. He smells good. He's my type. He's tall, he's dark, he's handsome. Morris Chestnut vibes. Exactly. So okay, then we decide to go back. He get to training with Uchomi, and then the days go by. So then the next day we're sitting at canteen again with Uchomi, and then in walks this guy again. Okay, so Sipindege like Sukrabani no Chomi, like Chomi, there's this guy, there's this guy. And then he basically walked right up to us and he smiled at me and he greeted us. He was like, ladies, hi. And then he smiles and he looks at me, and then he's like, hi, I just wanted to find out, did you manage to get the Wi-Fi password yesterday? And I'm like, no, well, there was this other chick at reception, the one that you said wouldn't give me the password anyway, and she didn't want to, so it's fine anyway, it's not a train smash. And he's like, I'm really sorry about that, but tell you what, if I do manage to find it, I will, shout out, I will definitely give it to you. And I'm like, well, thank you. And then he smiles, and then he's like, you ladies have a nice day, and then he walks away. So as he's walking away, we realize, Uguti, why is everybody looking at us? Everybody is just looking at us, like all eyes are on us. We don't understand, Uguti. Okay, why is everybody looking at us? But then we kind of, think to ourselves, it's okay, Vele, he's hot, and maybe, bayamfuna, and he's a catch, he's a catch. Like, as soon as he walks into the room, he makes an entrance, and all eyes are on him. So why wouldn't people stare at us? But anyway, we decided to go back into training, and then yeah, days passed by, guys, and then on the Friday, yes, on the Friday, our trainer tells us, Uguti, we are going to be meeting our manager that we are going to be assigned under, and we're going to be working under, and the manager is going to come in during the course of the day, to greet us, and if we have any queries or any questions that we want to ask, we welcome to. Okay, so we were like, okay, cool, fine, because Vele, it was the last day of training, and we excited with, okay, sonke siphasile training, and yeah, we want to meet our manager. Okay, so we hear a knock on the door, and then you will never believe who walks inside. So it's this guy, this fine guy. So we're going to give this guy a name, okay, because he deserves a name. We should have given him a name at the beginning of the story, but anyway, sizombiza ngo Mr. Manager. Okay, so in walks Mr. Manager, and he walked in and he speaks to the trainer. So mangabe ekhuluma ne-trainer ke, and then a couple of minutes later, the trainer gets our attention, and he's like, guys, can I have your attention, please? So as you know, that during the course of the day, I did mention, Uguti, I want you guys to meet your manager. So please say hi to your manager that you are going to be assigned under as of Monday. Hey guys, you should have seen the expression on my face at that particular moment in time, because not only was this fine guy my crush, but he was now going to be my manager. When the heavens gates opens and the angels are singing for you to just walk inside and enter inside, that's exactly what was going on through my head. I was like, what? Oh, hell yes. But anyways, yeah, so then he introduces himself, and then we basically ask questions. He's funny, enjalo futhi, cracking a few jokes here and there. And yeah, so guys, that's it for part 1. Ngizoyibamba lapho. I am definitely going to hold it there because it's about 17 minutes now, and I don't want this video to be long. So guys, I'm going to continue the story in part 2. If you're not subscribed to my channel, angazi what you're doing, because part 2 is going to be lit. Part 2 now the story, the plot thickens. Part 2. So yeah guys, I'm going to end it there. This is part 1. Please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so that you don't miss out on part 2, which is basically going to be the last part. But yeah guys, so I hope you enjoyed part 1, and please stay tuned guys for part 2. Don't forget guys to follow me on my Facebook page called The Diary of Nothando. I'm basically signing out, and I'm going to see you guys on the next video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.